sow. You sow good seeds and watch them grow. Brother man, you know you reap what you sow. Green for life, that's what we defend.
Green for life.
Plant good seeds and watch them grow. Hey brother man, you reap what you sow. So good and good will follow you. Cast your bread in the waters of life, and you reap the rewards in time.
Moringa is the numero uno plant that we see recognized on land at the moment, which has more nutritional value than any other. Right? So, although we make a wine out of it, we make tea bags. We just delivered to the tea factory. Cersei for some Cersei Moringa. We have guinea hen weed with Moringa. We have mint with Moringa. We have lemongrass, fever grass with Moringa. And, we have a hibiscus Moringa. We have soursop Moringa. We have a sorrel ginger Moringa. So we have about 7 teas coming up. Plus we make a powder. We have the labels on it, but what we do, as you can see, this is just pure powder. This can be used in soups, your mixed drinks, you know, your porridge, if you're eating fish, meat, anything whatsoever. Add it to it, don't enhance the nutritional value of what you're going to use. Right? That is our capsules.
Beautiful.
Which we make. And what we're going to be doing now is we seem to put this in different variety of foods specifically for a school feeding program that we can offer a diet to the children and old people. If you notice in my investment plan here, which we wrote up some years ago, we have things like Moringa baked goods. But we have pasta, noodles, etc., a whole variety of products that we sought
Made from Moringa?
Made from it.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the Green for Life investment. This gives a good preview to what Green for Life is. Alright, and this one, because Green for Life is mainly for sustainable community development programs, right? This is the first draft of that we did, and this is like about 8-9 years ago, right, for this program. This is just a little tool with concerning information about it. But a partner brought this book now from the Philippines, and it tripped me to the extent that where I thought I was this visionary and seeing so much, right? Only to find out that similarly, it's like you're going to get a Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize for doing something. And when you do your work over here, you find a man in Canada have it, and a man in Australia, similar at the same time, have vibes in the atmosphere and the heavens, right? And come up with the same thing. So like how I thought to myself, yeah, I'm looking at way ahead of this because everybody out there is way ahead. I just get slapped on my backside, drop back on the ground, and reality hit me that, wow, I'm late, right? Because see, there these people doing everything already. What's this? The Moringa omelette, Moringa pineapple marmalade, Moringa juice, what we doing? But mate, look at this now. This is the food, you know, Moringa eclairs, right? Moringa custard cream, Moringa curry, Moringa pizza, right? Moringa chicken pie, Moringa French toast, Moringa pesto. What's past? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
no, Moringa lasagna, Moringa spring rolls, cream, man. The amount of items that when we thought, as I said, we were, you know, and we are in everything. This thing can be infused into to make your health be more beneficial for, especially as I said, for school children and people in the third world who can have sufficient. Right? The one who can afford the best foods is I. So when I'm go to school, them energy high, them can take in learning them. Right? While if you are you too, you never get none for breakfast this morning, and even last night before you go to bed, you need some bread and sugar and water. So you're going to school, it's like you're nodding, you can't listen and hear, you're not attentive, right?
Right.
So with this now, a simple thing like this, you know, added to most farmer food is going to live up the value of it, so you're going to get all the nutrients, and you can imagine that if children throughout the world had food like this, and when the old people that when they get old and them can't, them had also foods like this.
It's about making it available to them.
They're available.
So with the Green for Life, what kind of things are you doing to make it available to them?
Well, we're into the production. We're starting off with these simple things, wine, juices, etc. We're making teas, and we're putting, as I said, powder and tablets and stuff, right? This will be the first stage. This will turn petty cash. This is like a petty cash. That way now, we can go into the area of production of all the foods that you see. Baking, all that baking and things. Right? If you know what spaghetti is, noodles, pasta.
So at the current time, you just have the wine, the pill, and the powder,
and teas.
And the tea. So what's next for you in the line? Because I hear you say something about baked goods.
We're looking to start going into baking. Bullahs, buns, breads, etc. Because a bullah cake now is a cheaper type of meal. So I'm picking a lot of that.
Exactly.
But if you give them a bullah cake now, when I eat a bullah cake, I have minerals and vitamins and protein and red, right? Automatically the food becomes almost whole.
Exactly.
Itself, you know? So with this, we recognize that it will offer great benefits to children and in turn, people, because the idea is sick nourished, age protected, and infants cared for. If you work off of that trinity with food, clothes, shelter, then that 6-point star, more or less, will solve all of the problem that I supposed to do. With bad management of our resources and our people, because it's really bad management. Our shepherds who are supposed to be shepherds, right? Because if you find a shepherd who's a shepherd and you have a flock of sheep, or a cow, or a goat, him protect them to the best. Make sure them get everything what them need. See? And now, and if one of them farmers gets sick, make
GFL, we defend. Green for life, that's what we defend. sow. You sow good seeds and watch them grow. Brother man, you know you reap what you sow. Green for life, that's what we defend.
Green for life.
Plant good seeds and watch them grow. Hey brother man, you reap what you sow. So good and good will follow you. Cast your bread in the waters of life, and you reap the rewards in time.
Sufficient. Then automatically I think we're giving people a voice. Right? Yo! So, in an interim, at the same time now, we're saying Green for Life is about planting fruit trees, essential trees, conducive to well. Because trees, apart from helping with the eco, offset the destructive elements from this, but giving to mankind a source of food. Because cash crops which grow only for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then you have to go back and replant every season. Fruit trees and essential trees, after so many years, some 3, 5, 7 years, become self-sustainable. Where you can have natural juices, preservatives, fresh fruit, between that, you can grow your vegetables and vegetables, etc. No, we don't know where the system fight hemp, marijuana. We don't want to call it marijuana because marijuana, the Mexican name, which they use and sell Congress about this destructive thing. Most people never realized it was cannabis. When them signed in America for outlaw this thing, right? So it was hemp really that we had seen with spirulina from the ocean as the two main sources for life system. Spirulina from the water, because you know spirulina is sort of runs like light and day. Each one, nutrient value wise, etc. It is excellent, and it can be grown inland. You have sufficient water. Just make sure some water clean, and that will give you all of your nutrient values also. But the Moringa have to me a little more in the sense of the seeds, the oil from the leaves, and the oil from the seed is a plus. While the leaf powder has similar nutrient value to spirulina. So if communities were able to have the spirulina, the hemp, and other essential trees with all the fruit trees that you can, because Green for Life, again, one area is non-profit. The non-profit side is for planting nurseries, preparing nurseries to give farmers all of the various fruit trees, essential trees, and to grow seeds to distribute, because we need to become self-sufficient, that we have our own sources, because we have found out that like enslavement long ago, or shackled slave, we find that the man shackled and program the masses, right, within their and if we're not careful, the worst sort of enslavement is to be holding to the major corporations who control the seed bank of the world. Because there are certain guys out there who are going around the world and collecting seeds from various countries, taking it for themselves and saying that they have a patent or a patent on this thing. When Father creation offered mankind this, and then one last soul take it on himself through the corporate structure and want to control that they will sell me a seed which they patent, and when I plant that seed, it don't yield seed. I am obligated to go back to the source So if anything happens and I can't find the source, or the source decide not to give me, I get what the dog get. And I sure ain't can. And my family nah get no can either. You understand? So this to me is one of the worst form of enslavement which Babylon and the system have.
This is why it's important.
You understand? So hence, Green for Life,
Give us
which
independence,
is no
no?
color, no class, no
No,
creed.
no creed.
Every religion, every culture, every country can identify with the need for a green terra firma, right? Mama Earth as it would be called. But it's up to I and I. And this is a, it's a spiritual network and it's a divine plan, purpose that I and I seek to fulfill. See? So, as to be good shepherds for mankind and terra firma. Because the shepherds who control and lead, I and I. Right? Because it is said by the same system that masses only eat shit and take up space. Yeah? Now, if a guy can utter that about mankind, who is supposed to be mankind himself, and that is how him look upon I as really, as would I say, we have to deprogram and reprogram, so we have to reset the mindset. You know what I mean? So that's really what Green for Life is. It's offering to the people who have the opportunity without, as I said, no barriers, no color, no class, no creed. So you don't have to fear it, everybody can identify with it, right? That free is what we have to harmonize and live and work forward as husbandman and husbandwoman, our creation, that we all need to participate in this reconstruction program for self-sufficiency.
For those who would like to get involved around the world, how would they find the information?
We're setting up a website, right, which is the non-profit side of it, that we're going to ask for donations, because the donations we're going to setting up the nurseries and the seed banks. These are all non-profit. When we give to the farmers and the communities and they farm, whatever it is, we create factories and industries. These factories and industries, excuse me a moment, it's the same way. We want to be a piece of a unit, whether it's like a comet. So if you're at the tip of the comet, or you're at the end of the comet, or you're anywhere in the body of the comet, it's still one comet.
Something to wake up for in the morning.
So this reconstruction is spiritual entities throughout the world, no color, no class, no creed, no religion, who identify with the need for this, right? We're brothers and sisters on the same purpose and cause.
You have the website address already?
Yeah, blessing, greetings to the world, Kiddus-I saying. If you want to reach I and I, go to greenforlife.com. Simple. Nothing more, nothing less. As we come, so we go. Get what you see. You see what you get. Get involved, get involved.
The world is in such a sorry state today. With a trend of unpredictable global changes every day. All caused by your misuse and your abuse. But it's green for life, green for life.